Hello, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade students. This is Mrs. Chernitza with your next library lesson. This week we are going to be talking about author's purpose. And what that means is the reason. Why is the author writing what he's writing? Or like, why did someone make a certain movie or make a certain commercial or a documentary? What were they trying to do? What was their purpose? Okay, your learning intention. I will identify the author's purpose, and there's 3 things to show purpose. It's either to persuade you, to inform you, or to entertain you in a text. And success is that you will watch a video and write what the author's purpose is and an explanation as to why you think it's that purpose. Okay, so what is an author's purpose? An author's purpose is the reason he or she is writing, whether it's a book, an article, or even a type of media, like a commercial or a movie or a documentary. Because we know like a lot of commercials seem like they're trying to persuade you to do something. Either persuade you to buy something, to do something, to donate money. So there's different reasons why authors write books, or why people produce different types of media. Okay, so let's talk about it. So the essential questions. How do readers identify the author's purpose in a text, and how does understanding an author's purpose help the reader gather meaning from the text? Okay, here is a good way to remember this, and it's called the word PI. PI will help you remember the author's purpose. P stands for persuade. It's when an author persuades, they are trying to convince you of something. They might be trying to change your opinion about something, or convince you to do something or buy something. I stands for inform. When an author informs, he or she is trying to give you information or teach you something. And E stands for entertain. When an author entertains, he or she is trying to give you something you can enjoy, something that you will like to watch or like to read. Okay, now we're going to listen quickly to this author's purpose video, and this will give you a little more information, help you understand a little bit better about author's purpose.
Finding author's purpose. Why is the author writing this story? It can be as easy as P, I, E, PI. After reading a text, we have to ask ourselves certain questions about the text. Author's purpose is why the author wrote the story. He might have written it to persuade us, inform us, or even just entertain us. We have to look for clues in the story. Author's purpose. I need to ask myself, did the author try to change my opinion? Did the author try to convince me of something? If so, he was trying to persuade me. Author's purpose. Did the author give me facts? Did the author try to teach me something? If so, he was trying to inform me of good information. And lastly, I need to ask, did the author try to make me laugh? Did the author try to tell me a story? If so, he was looking to entertain me. Let's eat pie by looking at the author's purpose in our story.
Created using Powtoon.
Okay, good job, guys. Now what we're going to do, we are going to do an activity to try to determine the author's purpose. So what Miss T is going to do is I'm going to put this worksheet on the Google Classroom. If you are able to print a copy of this, then I would go ahead and use this. for the activity. And if not, then you can just get your own piece of paper and you'd be able to write the same thing on your own piece of paper. And we're going to watch 3 videos. Each video, well, after each video, I'm going to want you to pause the lesson and then decide, was that video, the person that made that video, were they trying to persuade you of something, inform you of something, or entertain you? And then what you'll do is, if you're going to use your own piece of paper, at the top you'd write video number 1 and then decide what the purpose is of that video. And then write below it 1 or 2 sentences explaining why you think it's that purpose. And then the same thing for video number 2. Then you'll write video number 2. After we listen to the video, then you will pause the lesson again, and then you will write what you think the purpose was. And then underneath that, 1 or 2 sentences explaining why. And then video number 3, after that, you will pause the video, or pause the lesson, and again write down which purpose you think. And then 1 to 2 sentences about why. Okay, guys, good job. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to listen to the first video. And remember, when this is done, pause the lesson and go to either the worksheet that you were able to print out or to your own piece of paper and write what you think the purpose is and why. Okay, here is number 1. Okay, guys, good job. So now you're going to go back, you're going to pause this lesson and decide, go back to if you were able to print out the worksheet or you're using your own piece of paper, and decide for video number 1 that we just watched. And sorry about that, my dog did a little bit of barking in there. Decide which purpose you think that video was. Were they trying to persuade you to do something? Were they trying to inform you about something? Or were they trying to entertain you? And then you're going to put that next to video number 1, and then 1 to 2 sentences underneath it for why you think that. All right, good job. Now you should be starting the video back up. Now we will listen to video number 2.
How? Good.
Okay, guys, good job. So now you're going to go ahead and you are going to pause it here in the lesson. And then you will go back to your worksheet or your piece of paper. And under video number 2, you'll either write video number 2 or you'll use the worksheet. And what do you think the purpose of that video was? Was it to persuade, inform, or entertain? What do you think? Then underneath that, write 1 to 2 sentences about why you think that. Okay, good job. All right, now you probably have started the video back up again. Let's listen to the third video.
Hello everyone, here are 5 fun facts about frogs. Baby frogs are called tadpoles. They live underwater and are born with tails. Frogs absorb water through their skin, so they do not need to drink it like other animals. Frogs are great jumpers. The North American bullfrog can jump 3 to 7 feet at a time. Frogs have big round eyes that allow them to see in all directions without moving their bodies. Frogs have very powerful, long, sticky tongues that help them catch food like flies.
Okay, good job. So that was our last video. So now what you're going to do is either go back to your worksheet or your piece of paper and write, or go to video number 3. And next to that, you are going to write, was that video to persuade you, inform you, or entertain you? What do you think? And then underneath it, 1 to 2 sentences explaining what your reason was for saying that it was that purpose. Okay, guys, excellent. Good job. Well, I hope you enjoyed learning about author's purpose. Remember, when an author writes a book, there's always a purpose for it. They either want to persuade you about something, change your mind, or try to persuade you to do something, or they are informing you about something because they want to teach you something, they want you to learn, they want to give you information, or they're just trying to entertain you, which is just trying to make you feel good. They want you to enjoy it. All right, well, if you can complete that activity for me and share it with Miss T, I would really appreciate it. I would love to see what you guys have learned about author's purpose, and what you thought about each video. And I would like to take a look at those. All right, guys, good job. Until next time, please make sure you follow directions, listen to your mom and dad and your teacher, get your schoolwork done, and I will be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.